Hey guys, what's going on? Cheaper Ryu here with another Pokemon Online battle, and in this video I am using another new team that I'm kind of trying out. And this one, similar to my Rain team, got a strategy, like a theme to it, not just a bunch of Pokemon thrown together. This is a Trick Room team that I'm using, and just testing it out. I played it against a couple buddies of mine, and was doing well. So I thought I'd take it to the servers, and I've had a few matches with it. Won some, lost some, but I thought this one against Xerxes it's short, but it is a pretty good match. So I'm just gonna get right into it, and there we go. All right, so I'm leading off my Reuniclus. He's leading off with this Infernape. This is my main Trick Room user. He's gonna fake out, um, and I'm gonna flinch. And because of like the thing, it says Trick Room set up, even though it's not. Anyway, so I'm not worried about it because he's going to go for the rocks, and now I set up Trick Room for real. And I'm going to go for the Psyshock, and he's going to hold on with his Sash, which kind of sucks for me. I'm like, but then he uses Flare Blitz, and I'm like, oh, it takes him out with his own recoil. That's beautiful. So now he sends in his Rhydon, and I'm thinking the only reason he'd send that in is because he has Mega Horn. So I go for the Recover, but he just goes for the Earthquake. So I'm like, alright, whatever. I know I can take him out with a Focus Blast. But I don't, actually. And I'm like, wow, that's a lot of defensive power. And I'm thinking, because of the rock polish, he either doesn't get the concept of Trick Room or didn't, or is like saving it for later. And I'm like, well, regardless, I can just take him out with a Focus Blast, but I miss my second Focus Blast. Then I don't bother setting up Trick Room this turn because I'm like, Focus Blast will take him out. I know it can live in Earthquake, but I miss another one. And I'm like, fuck, that's ridiculous. So I don't get the Trick Room. I just go into my Snake because I know Earthquake won't hit with Levitate, and I can just take him out with the Grass Knot. And because of the Rock Polish, he's actually faster, gets a Fire Punch off, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't get the burn, and Grass Knot just takes him out. So now he goes into Ferrothorn, and I kind of like lulled a little bit because I don't know if he didn't know that a snake can get Flamethrower, and it seems to catch a lot of people off guard. So that was beautiful. I'm already 6-3, but Cathagrius gives me a little trouble because I thought Crunch would do more, um, and it didn't, and he's gonna take me out with a Nightshade. So now I go to my Ghost, and he's my second Trick Room user, and my plan here was to set up Trick Room, which I did, and I was gonna just switch back into my Fetus, um, to sponge the Willow once I saw that he was trying to do that. Because of Magic Guard, I don't get any damage on it. And instead of recovering like I should have, I go for a Psyshock. I'm not entirely sure why I did that. That was a really dumb play on my part, and I lose my Fetus. So I'm already down to one Trick Room user. I go into my Octopus, though, and this is great. Because he's going to Willow me, and it's going to get the burn, and I'm like, that's fine, because I have Water Spout. And Water Spout always catches everyone off guard. On Octillery, it's actually really powerful. I go for the Energy Ball, and he's not sashed, but he lives with 1% anyway. But that's fine. I know that I can live the hits or whatever. But my Trick Room wears off this turn, so he is going to be able to take me out. I don't want to really switch into anything to take that hit. So now I go into my Ghost. Um, the thing, I'm going to Trick Room and then take him out. And the reason I didn't save my Octillery is because rock damage would probably have taken him out in the next switch in, or he would have been low enough where another attack could have just immediately anyway. So now he's down to his last Pokemon, which is Latios, and my plan was to Pain Split Ice Punch, but that didn't really go over well, and then a Ghost died. So now I'm just gonna send in my Gargoyle, and I know I'm faster because of the Trick Room on the last turn able, and then I Dragon Claw Latios, and he's dead. So yeah, that was the match. I like the Trick Room team. I'm not a very strategic player, to be totally honest. I'm a lot more just really kill everything on the other guy's side of the field, which actually causes me to lose a lot of matches just because I'm not thinking and I'm not noticing obvious signs that I'm gonna get my ass kicked. um, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, that was it for that match. I guess I'll be posting, more Nuzlocke parts and more battles when I can. I'm also thinking of starting another series. But I don't want to give too much away unless everything's definite. So you might see more of that, or you might hear something come up later, and you might not. Anyways, take it easy, guys. That'll be it for me today.